did people ever confuse you with these threatening roles that you play? I mean, has anybody ever confused the real Christopher Lee with the kind of threatening, cadaverous person?
Well, it did happen once, yes. It did. Quite a long time ago, actually, about 20 years ago, maybe more. My wife and I were driving back to Switzerland from Italy, and we blew a tire in the car. And so I drove up to the side of the road, and I said to my wife, now you stay there, we put down the red triangle behind the car, and I will go off in the distance there to those houses where I see the lights, and I will get a telephone somehow, I hope, and I will call the breakdown people and everything will be fine. So I got out of the car, walked behind the car, and disappeared. That was the first thing, because it was a huge cutting that I couldn't see in the dark. They were building for a motorway. So I vanished, and my wife was a little bit surprised, but perhaps she might even have been quite relieved. But at any rate, I vanished. And I clawed my way across this thing and up the other side through acres of mud, dust and sand and everything, and charged across these fields, falling over every 5 feet, until I got to the first house. And I banged on the door, and a voice from within in Italian said, "Chi è là?" which is who is there. And I then delivered myself of a spate of Italian, saying that I was in great distress and the car had broken down. Could I use his telephone? He said yes, and he opened the door. He had a large Alsatian with him, I may say. They both of them took one look at me. I was standing in the doorway, covered in mud from head to foot, white as a sheet, looking a little strange for a change. And the dog started barking and the man fainted. And made the most terrible noises, gave a terrific howl, and said in Italian, "È lui, it's him." And boom.